Hello? Can you hear me? I can see things bouncing. I might have started a stream not muted. Hi, everyone. Season 2 is a totally new thing. Talking about the Detective Society, everyone. I don't know if you saw my overview ages ago now, I think. Lost in the sands of time. Of a different kind of, escape room puzzly thing. Well, it's had 2 successful Kickstarters now. There's an echo. Is it an extreme echo? Where would it be coming from? Is it monitoring it? It shouldn't be. Ah, Paul's end. Oh, he's trying to trick me. Right. Yes, everyone, open me on as many windows as possible. Let's boost all these view counts and thumbs up on all those different windows. That's not how it works, is it? So I've just been sent this thing. This hasn't really happened to me before. Things have come with games, and I've maybe had teasers for things that have ended up showing off on coming up videos or something. But it's always a shame when something arrives kind of in the middle of the month. It either gets forgotten or it's weeks away. So I just do a quick thing showing off whatever this is. I've got no idea what it is. I've just taken my address off it, which suddenly I panicked and thought there might have been another one underneath there. No, I've just taken that off it, which is why it looks a little bit fuzzy over there. But after we've seen what this is, I'll show you some of the games that are going to come up as well. I don't know exactly what's coming up next week. Special anniversary week. Well, I do know some of the things. I haven't got my pad though to show you. So we have a look at what this is. If you don't know what the Detective Society is, I have done a video. Well, actually, it's me and Rach playing through the demo scenario. I think that might have been episode 1 of series 1 of it, because season 2 kickstarted another success, and Paul was saying in the chat they're testing episode 5 of it coming up. It comes in a load of separate boxes. Let's see what this is. Paul knows what this is, so he already knows kind of what my reaction might be of this. Yeah, so I'll get a special PO box set up, so you don't have to know my address. It is, well, it isn't broken, I don't think. Whatever it is, oh, it is a bit broken. It's a little bit broken. There's a little bit of, I think. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of that broken off. There is some kind of sellotaped thing. There's some kind of pyramid. What could this mean? Have I got something different, Paul? Or is this what you got? Well, I need all of the pieces to it. This is where, well, I didn't know it was going to have tape on it, or I would have gotten a knife ready. This is where the stream now descends into half an hour of me trying to get tape off of this thing. I've got it. I cut my nails this morning, so in preparation for opening something on a stream. Oh, mine is different. Paul got a mystery package as well, and thought he knew what was up, but it turns out the Detective Society is bamboozled us all. Oh, there's one more bit. Why isn't it opening yet? It's because you haven't taken all the tape off yet. Everything, I assume, if nobody has said something is wrong, I assume it's all looking and sounding all groovy. What is this? Oh no, well, this isn't going to make a good stream, is it? It is SanDisk. Other discs are available. Flash drive with something on it. I can't show you what that thing is. I don't know if I can get it up on screen, whatever it is. I can plug it in here as long as it doesn't mess with the camera. Keep it moving. You can hear the scratch of that thing. Yeah, you won't see it on screen yet. Oh, it won't be on screen at all. It is some kind of... Oh, yes. So I imagine it's similar for you, Paul, but you got yours in some kind of different container. It's some kind of audio thing. So there we go. That's the mystery parcel. It's some kind of bizarre Egyptian shattered pyramid. But hey, that's the state that they're all in at this point, isn't it? And some kind of... What is the audio, Paul? I'm not set up quick enough to be able to show that off. What, is the camera going funky there, or is that just my preview? Is the camera getting all lines on it, trying to focus on nothing? Play the audio. Right, I can put media on here. I won't be able to hear it. Media source. Add a new source. Yep. Local file. Going to be on there. I don't know how loud this is going to be. So at normal speed.
It seems like a critical threat, so we're going to have to protect the guest list. We need to protect the artifact at all costs. Keep an eye out for any more information, and whatever you do, don't let this fall into the wrong hands.
Was that it? Did you hear it? Did something happen? Was it loud? Guest lists, artifacts. The audio controls are not working on VLC because that was incredibly loud. Okay, they need to make sure the artifact doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What's this? Teaser for a new season of it? Was it very loud? I saw red when it came on and shut it down. But yeah, there is some kind of mystery afoot. Yeah, they need to protect the artifact, something like that. I can put it on again for you if you like. It's like 16 seconds, right? How do I turn that off and then on again?
It seems like a critical threat, so we're going to have to protect the guest list. We need to protect the artifact at all costs.
I can do the
Keep an eye
thumbnail.
out for any more information, and whatever you do, don't let this fall into the wrong hands.
Oh, my artifact. They're talking about my artifact. Okay. Keep this safe. Oh yeah. Let's keep that. I have kept it safe. Royal Mail didn't keep it safe. Although this piece isn't anywhere. Oh, actually, that piece is attached to the sellotape that it came in, so it's as protected as it can be. Let's assume that the USB is part of that artifact and keep it all in there. So mysterious things afoot with the mystery parcel, as you might expect. Is that making the screen go weird for anyone else, or is that just me? I don't think. Yeah, I think the camera's just trying to focus when there's nothing there for it to focus on and change its color and everything when there's actually nothing there. Well, there's my hands, everyone. So I thought that since we're here and we've uncovered a great big mystery, this is national treasure. This is Brendan Fraser level discovery over here. We could just have a look at some games because it's going to be a couple of weeks, isn't it, until another coming up. Do you want to see some games that I don't know if and when they're going to get videos, streams, anything like that? But you can have a look and see if you're interested in any of this stuff. I should have done it in reverse order, actually. So, Detective Society. There's potentially more stuff coming. I think maybe there's going to be a stream. Maybe we'll be playing it off stream of episode 1. Maybe there'll be just a video of me talking about it. It depends how available Rach is, because I know she won't want me to play it without her. Yes, Paul. Oh, I haven't got that, actually. I might dash downstairs in a second and grab Cloud Spy stuff. I have got... if you've seen my coming up for the week... I can get that picture up, can't I? Image, new source. This is all the inside baseball stuff here. For some reason, the source pops up on the screen behind me, not the one in front of me. Where is? It's in the thumbs folder. The stuff that is coming up this week. There it is. So you can see there. Just bring the template up. There we go. Patreon's still all there. You can see on Friday there. Where is it? What way should I be pointing? On Friday, up there, is Cloud Spire live with Paul. We're going to be dual streaming a solo game. Another first, I'm sure. Where yeah, there's gonna be some kind of crossover on Detective Society, I'm sure. The story will get to us eventually. We're in it now. I hope season 3 actually has us as characters. But yes, there's all this other stuff happening this week. But on Friday, Paul and I are going to be dual streaming Cloud Spire. I have, because I've got the old edition of the game and it's been all updated and fancified. I have the upgrade pack now. I'll be applying it. Well, it's just changing some of the things over, isn't it? Changing over some of the chips and stuff of the factions. So we will both have our updated second edition editions ready for some kind of actual clicking of Cloud Spire. It's got to this time. found that exactly the same with Too Many Bones. Too Many Bones probably took a couple of less tries, but just didn't click with me the times I was trying to learn it. So it was the same for Paul with Too Many Bones, I think. But then eventually, clicks, love it. So hopefully that'll happen with Cloud Spire. Not that I haven't enjoyed my attempts, it just a strategy. Whether I'm doing something right just hasn't clicked when I have played it before. So Paul is gonna put that straight on Friday at 7, and then there's Maglev Metro solo tomorrow, Ginkopolis on Thursday, due to request. If you've got requests for videos, let me know, because that's why Ginkopolis is getting played. And don't turn me off, turn that picture off. And what's coming up in a couple of weeks, Makata as well. If spoilers, Makata is somewhere on that top 10 Uwe Rosenberg list, and that's been requested as a solo video because my playthrough of it was 2 players. But yes, Joel is being a better advertiser than I am. I need to be saying these things. Like the video. If you're watching now or later, and leave a comment and stuff about the general stuff we're doing this week, about these games that I'll show you in a sec. And if you'd like to help me keep making all of these live things, it's all possible thanks to the Patreon. If you'd like to sign up, my magical robot should be able to tell you about it with a clickable link. Patreon.com/slickerdrips. Help me keep making all of these things and get benefits and stuff. So yes, Makata is coming up in a couple of weeks. I haven't finalised what I'm going to be doing next week, but there's going to be... It's not necessarily going to be anniversary related stuff, but yeah, it's the big 5th anniversary next week. Some of the things that I was planning aren't happening, but hey, that's the way things go, isn't it? It's going to be a good week though. It's just going to be a big. It's not going to be like a big pledge drive. It's going to be some big nostalgic look back trip, isn't it? So if you want to see some of these games quickly, I won't go into them and open them all out and stuff, but in case you're looking forward to any of these, looking forward to Makata, I'm looking forward to Makata as well. I don't think I have played it. I think we maybe played a 3-player game of it at some point, but I might not have played it since the playthrough, which I'm sure is a couple of years now. When I was getting the videos together for the Uwe Rosenberg video, it's always a kind of distressing shock at this point to think, oh, well, that was 4 years ago? That was 3 years ago I made that? Oh, we've never gone this far into a stream as well without checking in on... Is the button not working? Oh, the multicam is not working. Oh dear. Well, that can only be fixed by closing Streamlabs and opening it again. So we're just going to have to do without the multicam, unfortunately, which is a travesty, really. It's a staple of the live streams. He has just situated himself down there as well, after refusing to sit there like he did the other day. So let's have a look at some of these games. I sent a load of things just out of the blue by NSV, who make such fantastic roll and writes as Quicks and Quinto and a million other things. Diceland is one that's got an expansion. Can I fix it, Paul? Help me Bob the Builder it. How can I make it appear just now? Do I just need to turn off the source and on again? Click into it, deactivate, and reactivate. It's because I've plugged it in while I've had Streamlabs open. Oh, there we go. There he is. Thanks, Paul. That's good to know for the future as well. There he is. Just turned his face away from the camera just in time. Oh, you can see some Amazon packages. You can see some Beatles books. There we go. He should be coming up now. Is he coming up? All asleep and nice there. I should make a view where it's me in one corner and Marty in another corner, and then the table. So we don't want to take up too much real estate. So things that might come up at some point. These will probably be like openers for something. I don't know. They're like 5-minute games. It's a cool new way of doing like roll and writes. They're just in these paper packages. The rules are folded in there, so you tear the top off, pull the rules out. It's got a pad for the roll and write, and then 1 pencil, 1 die. All you need is 1 die for any of these. We've played 3 of them now. But there's a load of like, depending on what you roll, you can draw a thread this long, and you're trying to go through as many objects as possible, but not the sources. Hungry Hamsters, you're like crossing out a load of different spaces based on what the die roll was. And in all of these games, as soon as a certain condition is met, which can happen quite early on, the timer starts for everyone, and you've got to hope that you are ready for the end of it. Fancy Sheep is a bit like that, that boxes game that we used to play as kids. I don't think that's one of those things that'll die out, isn't it? Like Patience, that kids aren't going to be playing boxes anymore. I can't even remember what the game was. It was drawing boxes around dots, wasn't it? And then putting a cross in them or something. But this is a bit like that. You're drawing fences in between these dots to try and fence in a load of sheep. I'm rubbish at a lot of these, it turns out. All by Moritz Dressler, by the way. And there are some new things there's like an expansion for Dice Land and stuff. There is a designer of Quix and Quinto. Oh, that's very glary, isn't it? The camera will sort itself out. All on one cart. He's come up with another new roll and write. Hey, Quix and Quinto are fantastic, aren't they? Another one due to request. I was thinking about what games could we possibly do that maybe we can have like a play along thing. I'll let you can see the camera. And someone suggested that I thought was quite a good idea. Why don't you do Quacks of Quedlinburg? And because what other players need to do in that is decide, do we stay or do we push, and which things do we buy? So I think that could be quite possible. But either way, a couple of weeks after that suggestion, I dropped on a really cheap Quacks and its expansion. So that will come up at some point. So like we'll have to have someone nominated as a captain of the chat, and you can try and beat me at Quacks, which shouldn't be too hard because I always push my luck way too far in these games. Another new exciting thing, you'll know it was like the 5th video I ever did was for the networks. I've done plenty of networks videos and videos for Guild's other games for I can't think of it. High Rise, all I could think of was Skyscrapers. It's not called Skyscrapers. This is a 2-player only game. And I actually don't really know much beyond that anymore. I had played this. This was the very last thing I did at the last Essen that there was, not just that I went to. This is the last thing I did before I left for the airport or whatever it was. But apparently it's changed a lot since then. There are still some nice piggy banks which you put your viewers into. But this is 2-player head-to-head version of the networks. Can't wait to have a poke around that. Maybe we should do a new networks video. What's coming up next? This is one of the games. I can't remember if I mentioned it now, but that was like on my. I haven't tried this yet, but I'd really like to for 2020. This is a route building train game. Oh yeah, so we've seen a load of them, but it's cooperative. Again, that's all I know about that. That will be coming up at some point. I don't know if there'll be streams, if there'll be videos. Usually, the way I'm doing it at the moment is, if they got a lot of votes on the Patreon, then make a full playthrough out of them, and then try and just get as many of the vote results as possible in the live streams. Another new exciting one, Excavation Earth from, I need to zoom out a little bit, don't I? From David Tortzi and YE, with Gordon Calleja, designer of Vengeance and Post-Human Saga. Just another terrifying looking complicated game. Promises a lot of interaction, which usually I'm scared of, but I trust David, and even if it ends up being a mean one, there's a solo mode, which again you can trust with David. For me, I really enjoy solo things. What else have we got? Oh, another one. There are 2 feline emissions of my best of 2020 video because I didn't have them and hadn't played them. So Calico is potential. I've never done actually a revisit of a top 10, even though I keep saying that. Maybe I'll do that one day. Maybe I should for 2020, because I did a video for the prototype of Isle of Cats when it was first on Kickstarter, and that went to whoever after that. But I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's one of the best polyomino games around. It's a surprisingly big box as well. If you haven't seen my original video, it's still there. You can watch it. But it's put a load of polyomino cats around a ship, try and fill rooms, try and fulfill all of these objective cards that we get. And as always with Frank's games, an absolutely beautiful production. I am going to try, and it shouldn't be too hard to refresh myself on this. I would like to do a solo one of this next week as well, because I think it's worth being nostalgic, not just about games, but we were saying that like Frank hadn't started that much earlier than me. I don't think he'd been going that long. He'd already had his Kickstarter and everything for City of Kings back then. But Frank was one of the first people to get in touch when I was fairly new to all of this. And just be like, I like what you do. Do you want to do a video for this game? So all of these years later, let's commemorate that with the Isle of Cats. And this is just kind of a blast from the past for me. This is basically Hexy Glenmore in space. I wanted this so much at the time, but hadn't backed the Kickstarter. I don't know if the Kickstarter came before I was all into all of the stuff. I've probably thrown all of the stuff everywhere here. Instead of squares like in Glenmore, where you want all of your hexes to be adjacent to each other and they activate all of their various abilities, instead of squares, it's all hexes, which will change the spatial element of it up a lot. And at the time, Glenmore didn't have a load of different scoring things, whereas this brought all of that in. It did have, I remember it having like stickers being like, oh, we've got permission from Glenmore and stuff to do all of this stuff. We haven't just copied it. We're inspired by it. But I did think in the back of my mind, should I grab hold of a copy of that? Now I've seen one. Has Glenmore 2 supplanted it? But we'll see if it has. So there we go. That is some exciting stuff, as well as all of that stuff that I put in the coming up video. There is stuff being filmed. Maracaibo has been edited. That will be going up to patrons tomorrow? Maybe even tonight. It'll be going up to patrons very, very soon. On the normal channel, top 10 Uwe Rosenberg this week. Next week will be Maracaibo. Then Taverns of Tiefenthal got tons of votes. That will be a future playthrough as well as loads and loads of this stuff. And hopefully, a load of the things that got put in the coming up video that didn't quite get that many votes. Everything deserves its day in the sun at some point, doesn't it? I'd really like to do a Spirit Island one at some point. Well, I think it would probably have to be a solo one, because I used to try playing solo two-handed and it just made my head explode too much trying to think about all of the crazy options that are going on in Spirit Island. So yes, next week I've got vague plans for, I'd like to do some Isle of Cats. I'd like to do some Agricola, because I don't think it ever gets that many votes, because people are probably fed up of Agricola at this point, or people have done too many videos for it. But yeah, it's one of my favourite games, and we've gone all of these years, never done a video for it. I'd like to do something for that, and maybe there'll be some kind of Mage Nighty thing. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure whether to crack into expansions yet. I think there's plenty to discover in the base game before we get onto that. I played Narawas last time I did a big solo game of it, and really liked him. I'd never played him before, but I'd never played the Goldix, the crocodile guy. No, he's not a crocodile, he's like a green dragon, isn't he? I never played him before I did the live stream with Paul. So hey, that is a load of stuff that is coming up. I'll be back tomorrow with some Maglev Metro. We'll be back at some point with more mystery pyramids and things. I don't usually do unboxing things, so this is a first, as well as having some kind of mystery parcel to show off. We'll be back tomorrow at, oh no, what time is it tomorrow? Know this before you say it. I'll be back at, it's 3 tomorrow, isn't it? Make sure you're right about that when you say it, though. Yes, 3 o'clock UK time, BST, tomorrow for a solo playthrough of Maglev Metro, which is the new Ted Alspach game. Designed Suburbia, Castles of Mad King Ludwig, all of those games. This is a trainee game where it's got all cool, clear pieces where if there's loads of players, it makes like a lovely London tube map looking thing, but it's just me on my own, so it won't make that. I'll try and show it to you, though. And if you're not into that, I'll be back on Thursday for some Ginkgopolis, Friday for some Cloudspire with Paul, Saturday I won't be live, but there will be a top 10 Uwe Rosenberg games coming up. All of it thanks to the Patreon. If you'd like to help me make videos, it's all of there. Subscribe, like, tell your friends, tell your family, tell passers-by, tell everyone about all of this. Thank you for watching this, though. This is just an impromptu extra. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 for some playing of games, and maybe Monty will be there. Maybe he'll be a bit more compliant. He just likes being in the bedroom now it's all sunny. See you tomorrow, everyone. Thanks for watching. Get on the right button on the thing. Bye.